S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I want to turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you guys did not know, we were a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for the best data analysis tool in 2023, and we are currently the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university-level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade, we also cover long-term investing. There is literally something for everybody inside TTG. Now we take that university level of curriculum and we pack it with 8 professional trading moderators that are with you each and every single day from pre-market all the way through into the close, answering questions, providing live market commentary, giving you their real-time trade entries and exits so that people can follow along with what our traders at TTG are doing at any given day. You are then going to get access to the TTG fam, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you guys are ever going to find. Not to mention all the real-time trade alerts from the moderators and myself that have been able to collectively, as a group, maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions of just around 80%, now going on roughly the last 4 years. If you're wondering why you should listen to anything that I discuss on this channel, it's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college, where I had to go through an educational training program before the fund let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the big stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, along with my team of 8 professional trading mods, and an over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries, truly a global community here at True Trading Group. So if you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have all come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live on this channel with myself, other TGG Pro trading mods, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and commentary that can help you all become better traders. So if you have not yet done so, smash that like button and show some love. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of the live streams. Very strong day in the markets today. A stronger day in the markets today than I had anticipated coming into today. I told you guys yesterday, if you guys were on my live stream yesterday, I told you I think maybe we get like a small, little, quiet red day today. We finished green today, 0.5%. So a small little move to the upside here. But you really haven't seen any significant pullback after breaking out of the upward sloping channel that we've been in for the entire start of 2024, right? I know we keep talking about this, but some people come on the live streams and they weren't there initially. And here's been this upward sloping channel, right? You broke out of it there on Friday, and now you're just kind of hanging out here. There really has not been any type of selling pressure stepping in on the back of that technical break of that upward sloping channel. And now you're back inside the channel, right? So you can see as of now, as of today's close, you are back inside the channel, which leaves you with really just one resistance level left. And that resistance level that you have left is your all-time high. Right? That resistance level that you guys have left there is your all-time high. So now that you're back up inside of this upward sloping channel and you're a stone throw away from a new all-time high, well, that makes tomorrow hell of a lot more interesting now, doesn't it? Because as we are a stone throw away from all-time highs, we're about to embark on our next Fed meeting. And that Fed meeting is now tomorrow. Now, there is no expectation of a rate cut tomorrow. Nobody's expecting a rate cut. Literally no one. Okay. The probability right now being priced in is a 0% chance of a rate cut tomorrow. So when you hear rates were left unchanged, that's not going to be what's going to move the market. What will move the market is what Jerome Powell is going to say regarding the hotter than expected inflation prints that we got for the month of January and for the month of February. You got 2 hotter than expected prints, back-to-back months. Is it something that is concerning to the Fed, or do they think it's just, par for the course? You're not going to go straight down. You're going to have these little bumps in the road, but inflation is still moving in the right direction. Or are they seeing something in that data that is concerning to them? You're also getting a new dot plot. The dot plot in the summary of economic projections, which is what you're going to be getting, they don't give you the dot plot every Fed meeting. We're going to get it, though, this time. And the dot plot shows you where all of the Fed members individually think that rates are going to be in the near future. If you see like 3 or 4 Fed members start to push out the probability of maybe 3 rate cuts this year, and that gets pushed out to 2 rate cuts this year by maybe half of the members of the Fed, that's going to be something the markets really are not going to necessarily like. The markets have done a great job of pricing in 6 rate cuts. Now you've priced in all the way down to basically 3 rate cuts, and the markets have still been able to move higher on the back of that, which again, also something that did surprise me to see. I would have thought that as the market would price in 3 rate cuts instead of 6, I thought you would see a little bit of a pullback, but you haven't. The jobs market has held up, earnings have held up, economic data has held up, and you really have what looks like, as every day passes, I'm not saying that it's a foregone conclusion and it's an absolute 100% deadlock, but you can't argue that every day that passes, the possibility of a soft landing increases. I mean, hell, the market's at all-time highs, right? Now, what you might say to me, yeah, well, Mike, the market was at all-time highs in 2007 also, before the 2008 crash. is what people will say to me. Oh, well, the markets were at all-time highs in 2000, right before the 2001 crash and the dot-com bubble bursting. People will say the markets were at all-time highs in 2019, right before the market crash in 2020. And then we were at all-time highs in 2021 before the market crashed in 2022. And then now here we are in 2024 at all-time highs. Then what? And with this Fed meeting that we have coming up, I think that you're going to see the potential for that increase in volatility that I've talked to you guys about over the last couple of days. And that increase in volatility could come. I don't know what Jerome Powell is going to say. I'm not on this live stream to try to predict for you what Jerome Powell is going to say. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the wrong place. I'm not a psychic. I can't predict the future. I don't know what a company's earnings are going to be. I don't know what a CPI print's going to be, right? I don't know what these things are going to be. What I do know, though, or what I try to know and to understand is, what is the market's reaction going to be if these things come in one way or the other? If a CPI number comes in XYZ, how does the markets react? If a company's earnings come in XYZ, how does the company react? How's the stock rate react? If Jerome Powell says X, Y, or Z, what is the market's reaction to that going to be? And if we can just understand that part of it, we can understand that concept, then we can have a very specific game plan on exactly how we're going to make money, regardless of what the outcome of the catalyst or the event is. Where a lot of people get themselves caught up is that they try to predict the future. They try to say, I think the CPI number is going to be X. And they get into a position, they wait for the CPI number to come out, and they cross their fingers, they cross their toes, and they close their eyes, and they hope that they're right. Instead of saying, what is the number? Okay, based on that, what do we think the market's going to do? Then position yourself accordingly for that move. That'll keep you in the highest probability situations for you guys to make money on a consistent basis. And that is exactly what we are doing here. That's why you're on this live stream. That's why you're interested in the stock markets in the first place. Maybe you got a little taste of the market back during COVID, when everybody was home, nobody had to go to work. You were all just sitting there, stimulus checks, and everybody was playing around and farting around on Robinhood and everything else. And that was a lot of fun for a lot of people. And some of you got a little taste, right? Some of you got a little taste of that action. And then the markets went down in 2022, and a lot of people then very quickly lost all the money that they just made and then some. And then they got nervous because everyone told them that the market was going to go down 80%. There was going to be a depression. Fast forward a year and a half later from that exact moment, and here we are back at all-time highs when people told you there was going to be a Lehman Brothers moment. And now those same people that got a taste in 2020 and 2021 and got shaken out in 2022 and 2023 are now looking to come flying back into this market up here at all-time highs. You didn't like the market at 380 or 360 on the SPY, but now you like it at 515. This is why you can't just step away and take a hiatus from the markets. You have to understand that every moment that you are away from the markets is missed opportunity for you to make money. And there is an opportunity cost to that. Don't think to yourself, stocks are down. Oh, that means it's a bad time to be involved in the markets. BS. It's the best time to be involved in the markets. Oh, the market's at all-time highs. Therefore, it must be a great time to be involved in the markets. You want to be buying when stocks are low. That's the whole point of how you make money in this market, right? Buy low, sell high. Okay. But people get into this habit of, okay, if the markets go down, I'm not able to make money. And that's not true. And I'm kind of telling you guys about this because I think that over these next couple of months, I think that the Fed meeting is going to become a lot more important than it has been these last couple of months. The Fed meetings went from being the end-all be-all in 2022 when we were going through the rate hikes. Then in 2023, as you got towards the middle to the back half of 2023, the Fed was getting down to their last rate cut or two. It was 25 basis points, and they were pausing. And then it was a hold for several meetings in a row. And there was no more question mark of what the Fed's going to do. So the Fed meetings actually became less important than they were. And we had that for several months. I believe that you are going to see the importance of these Fed meetings begin to pick up again. And it starts tomorrow. And if you remember the way that the market reacted to the Fed in 2022 with 10, 12 point swings from highs to low on the SPY, that is an increase in volatility. I think over the next couple of months, you have March, there's no meeting in April, and then you have May, June, July. Then there's no meeting in August. Okay. I think that tomorrow's meeting, followed by the May meeting, the June meeting, the July meeting, I think these meetings are going to be so incredibly important because the market doesn't know what the Fed's going to do. The market doesn't know when the first cut is coming. The market doesn't know how many cuts there's going to be. Right now, the market thinks they have an idea of how many cuts are going to be, but the Fed has not confirmed that. The Fed has not said that. And does Jerome Powell say something tomorrow to change the market's belief of that? That is how you would get an increase in volatility. Now, the V word should not scare any of you. Volatility is a trader's best friend. Volatility just means stocks make bigger moves in shorter periods of time. And that means more money-making opportunities for us. I don't care if the markets are at all-time highs. I don't care if the markets crash 30%. Our job is to make money in any market environment, and that is exactly what we do here at True Trading Group. It is not just me. There are 8 other professional trading moderators that are with you each and every single day from pre-market all the way through into the close. There are 10,000 members in 115 different countries that are on this platform that are taking advantage of the education, the tools, the resources, the community, and the trade alerts that this platform has to offer that has enabled so many of our members to be able to become successful and to make money. And you don't have to just take my word for it when I say those things to you, because I'm just a guy on YouTube, right? I'm just a guy on YouTube. I can be saying anything to you. Why? Just because you're a Yankee fan too? Cool, right? But it's better when you hear it directly from members themselves. So I will ask members, if you are making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, just do me a favor and type the number 1 inside of chat, please. Just type the number 1 inside of chat. Just type the number 1 inside of chat if you guys are making money, if you're becoming better traders because of TTG. Now, Memphis Street Doc, I love you. Goes, just some guy on YouTube that changed our lives. I love when you guys share your stories like that with me. It really does mean a lot. Like when you guys share your stories of, you know, the positive impact that we've had on your life and for your family and your financial situations. And it really is something that Adam and I and the whole group at True Trading Group really, really, really do appreciate when you guys do share those stories with us. I'm starting to get a lot of them on a daily basis because I got the accelerator program going on, and I'm working very closely with a group of our members. I do these accelerator classes where we take about 500 of our members. I keep it real nice and small, and we go through 9 weeks together of intense learning and trading together. And it's been unbelievable. And I'm starting to get a ton of messages from people about the results that they're already seeing. And this is our second week, I think, my second or third week. So we're not even halfway through, and I'm already starting to get bombarded with these messages. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And hopefully the people that are on this stream that are not members of True Trading Group, hopefully you guys are paying attention to see, hopefully you guys are paying attention to see how many of our members are actually making money and becoming better traders. And again, it's not just because I just said, it's not something that I just believe. It's something that our members actually tell us, and they just told you firsthand by telling you right there. They're typing number 1 inside of chat, right? Yeah, look at all these comments that are coming. You guys are crushing it. Hell yeah. Great scalps on the SPY with Geo today. Yeah, great scalps on the SPY with Geo today. Yeah, Geo is just, for those that are wondering, like I said to you, there's 8 professional traders with you in True Trading Group, and Geo is another one of our moderators. And Geo has been in the markets for over 25 years. I think this guy needs his own program, honestly, inside of True Trading Group with like the scalping and the zero DTEs. I think he needs his own program. The guy's he's a former market maker. So, I mean, you're really getting true hardcore professional trading there from someone that's been doing this for over 2 decades. makes me look like a baby as far as experience. But yeah, I think Gio needs his own program. Yeah, type the number one if you guys agree. Does Gio need like his own program for like the scalping on the options? Type the number one if you guys agree with Gio. He's been killing it lately, man. He's been killing it, calling out the entries and the exits on the scalps. It's been sick. So yeah, there you go. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. Geo. Yep. Beautiful. Calls the candle before it happens. Yep. I love when we do that, our Hirsch, right? It's like Geo will call out the candle when he's scalping, or like if I'm like on a live stream, I draw the candle on the daily chart, and then like the very next day, like there's the candle. I love when stuff like that happens. I mean, obviously we're not going to be right all the time, guys, right? Like the moderators and I, we are wrong. We do make losing trades. We are human, right? No one has 100% win rate. The group and I collectively, cumulatively on all of our executions have a win rate of around 80%. Okay. So really damn good, but not 100%. So let's just be honest with ourselves, and nobody has a 100% win rate, right? So several now members regret not joining earlier. That is also true. Yes, we have a lot of our members that were skeptical of joining at first. Let me just ask something. Can I see how many people are on the live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? Let me just switch that up. Let me see if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Do you guys mind just typing the letters TTG in chat real quick? Just type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see who's on here that's not part of the community. So just go ahead and type TTG if you're not a member. Obviously, you saw a bunch of people that were commenting before that are members. We got Solomon, Codit, Gonzalo, Alex. A. Palmer. I love that you. Yeah, that's another part of it too. We got John. Good. So we got a bunch of people here that are not part of the TTG crew. So listen, Venna, how are you? Zai, what's up? Or Zay. So listen, the people that are typing TTG, I completely, I'm sure some of you are probably skeptical of True Trading Group, or you're skeptical of myself, right? I totally get it. I don't, no offense taken. I don't blame you. I mean, you probably might've been burned by somebody in the past, or this industry has a bad reputation. You have a lot of people that don't know their ass from the elbow. They're just good salesmen, or they're just good marketers. And I totally get it. But the reality is that the majority of our members, they also were skeptical at first. And like that person, I forgot, I missed the username that actually said it, because everyone started typing. I missed it. Oh no, it's Jim. Jim Knox says several now members regret not joining earlier. That's a comment from Jim Knox. And it's true. A lot of our members were skeptical. They saw me on a live stream. They hung out for a few days or a few weeks. Some of them hung out on the live stream for a few months. We even have a couple of members that joined after like 2 years on the YouTube channel. And they all tell like, ma'am, I'm so upset. I hate myself for not joining sooner. And I'm going to prove that to you as well. To show you that you're not alone in your skepticism is really what I want to show you. But I also want to show you then what happens when you actually take that leap and you actually make a decision that you're going to invest in yourself, because that's what you're doing when you're joining True Trading Group. You're not investing in me. You're investing in yourself. So do me a favor, members, type the number 2 if you were skeptical of True Trading Group at first, and now your only regret is that you did not join sooner. Type the number 2. Type the number 2 if you think you would be in a better financial position today than even you are right now if you had joined True Trading Group sooner. Did you think you could have made more money if you joined True Trading Group sooner? Type the number 2 inside of chat right now. And for the people that just said, hey, I'm not a member, that were typing TTG, really pay attention to what you're seeing come through on the side of the screen, because these are your peers. There is absolutely no difference between these people typing the number 2 and you. They found True Trading Group on a live stream. They hung out with me for a little while, whether it was 1 stream, 2 streams, 10 streams, 100 streams. And then they decided to become a member of True Trading Group. And now these are the people that are telling you, hey, man, I'm right where you are now. I used to be there. And now they regret that they didn't join sooner the first time that they actually thought about it. So for the people that are on here right now that were typing the letters TTG, pay attention to your peers. I would pay attention to your peers. Don't pay attention to me. Pay attention to me when I talk about the stock market, right? What I think the market's going to do, because that's what we're going to get into here today. On this live stream, we're going to go over what are the expectations for tomorrow's Fed meeting. What do we think Jerome Powell is going to say? I'll give you that. But what are the scenario number 1 and scenario number 2 situations that we need to look for? There are very specific things that you're going to need to listen to what Jerome Powell says. That's really what it comes down to. It's what Jerome Powell says. It's not what they actually do, because they're not going to cut rates. So this is a little bit of a different Fed meeting. It's a different Fed meeting in the sense it's not about, is there a hike? Is there a cut? How much is the hike? How much is the cut? Are they going to pause? Everyone knows there's going to be no change in interest rates tomorrow. But what the world wants to know is, how much does Jerome Powell care about the recent inflation data that we got last week and the month before that? Right? That is what we need to watch for. That is what is going to move the market. So there's very specific words, phrases that we're going to talk about that I'm paying attention to, that if I hear, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to position myself accordingly. So we're going to talk about it. Before I get to that, I want to give all the people that just typed TTG that said you're not a member, I want to give you guys a chance to join our membership before the price of our membership jumps. Okay. Was actually supposed to increase today. And the sales page is still, we didn't change the coupon code. The coupon code still has the sales page number for the deal that I offered people yesterday. This will be changed tomorrow. So the people that are not members of TTG, I'm willing to offer you a 50% discount on this live stream for being here on the YouTube channel with me. Now, if you went to our site directly, you'll see the membership says it's $1,212 for the year. But when I give you this coupon code, it drops it down to just $597 for the entire year. Go to ttgoffer.com. And then when you get to ttgoffer.com, you'll see the 1212 price point. Everything on that page that you see is included for the member with the membership. Just use the coupon code TTG121. Then you must manually type in that code, then click apply code. The price will then drop down to the $597 for the entire year. What you get included with that is the following. You are going to get our 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified version of the training I received when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, you get it. There is no upsell for additional courses like pro courses that cost more money once you join. The courses are included when you join. You will also be getting access to our chat room, obviously, our trade alerts, obviously, but also our mobile app. You see, 82% of our 10,000 members have full-time jobs and they work over 40 hours a week. They don't have time to be sitting in front of a computer screen all day, every day. Neither do you. I don't expect you to. You don't have to in order to do this. You get our mobile app that's available on iPhone and Android. You can see the screen share because the mods and I share our screens with you during the day. You can listen to the audio commentary as we talk to you on the microphone throughout the day. And most importantly, you get the real-time push notifications sent directly to your phone. Mike J says, absolutely amazing courses. My trading has changed because of the courses. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. AJL says, full send, 10 out of 10, highly recommend, says AJL. Listen to your peers, folks. We're nearly 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,500 reviews, and we have a 78% retention rate. 78% of our members, when they join, they stay with us. They either renew their annual membership or they upgrade and become a lifetime member of the platform. 78%. Yes. Included also with your membership is going to be our video library that's got like nearly 1,000 hours of workshops, recordings, and topics that we've done live with our members, and we record those, and you can go back and you can watch them anytime. You get the watch list from the mods each and every day with exact detailed game plans of these are the stocks we're looking at. These are our entry prices, and these are our exit prices. So you know where to focus your attention before the day begins. You don't have to run around like a chicken with its head cut off once the bell rings. All right. So for those of you that are typing TTG, go to ttgoffer.com. TRT says, I was just gambling before I joined this group. Now I'm an actual trader. I love that. Prospector says, we're here because we appreciate TTG caring about our success. So easy to hear the true care they have during the day as they talk through trades and economics. Hell yeah. Mike tells stories about keyboards. I do tell stories about keyboards. That's actually, all kidding aside, that keyboard story, members, you know the keyboard story. I'll share it in a minute, actually. I'll share it with everybody. That keyboard story is a defining moment in my trading career. I'm not going to tell it now. I mean, another time. But my members, you guys know the keyboard story. That's a defining moment in my trading career. That's the day that my trading that's the day my trading changed. And therefore, that's the day my life changed. So all kidding aside, that was a real defining moment for me. And it was a wake-up call, that I needed to build the discipline that's required in order for you to be a successful trader. So go to ttgoffer.com, non-members. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops to $597. It's jumping over 600 at midnight tonight. There's 12 spots that are available for that $597 price point before we bump it back up to over 600, and we're moving it back to 720 actually. So you guys can grab it now for the $597. That's 50% off. Now, anyone that's still skeptical, any of you that just typed TTD, if you're still skeptical, I'll erase that last shed of doubt. You see, because when you join True Trading Group, we offer you a double your money back guarantee. This is how it works. We believe so strongly in the platform that we've created that whenever you join True Trading Group, if you can make back your membership fee during the year, we'll give you back double your money. This is the way that it works. You join now, you pay $597. I ask you to do the following things. Go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and attend one study group. We do study groups every Thursday. There's no extra charge. They're included. I'm asking you to attend one. You don't have to do all this in like 14 days, some impossible time frame. You have the entire year of your membership to do those things. And if you do those things and you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $597 membership fee, you cannot do that at least one time during your membership. We will give you back $1,194. Double what you're paying to join. Now, our refund rate at True Trading Group, how many people do we give the refunds to? Less than 2.5% of our refund rate at True Trading Group. 78% is the percentage of members that stay with us after they join. They either renew their annual membership or they've upgraded to become a lifetime member. 78%. This is why I can offer double your money back. Nobody else is going to do that. It's our way of proving to you how much that we believe in the platform that we've created. Double your money back guarantee. It's right there on the checkout page. It's in black and white. Just please go read it. It's right there for you. Yes, it is real. It's right there on the checkout page. Just read it. We have to welcome Cornelius. Cornelius, welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Cornelius, newest member to the group. Only 11 of these spots now remain. Cornelius, welcome to the family. 11 of these spots now remain. And then listen to me carefully, guys. If this is you, if you used to be a member, used to be a trial member, or currently are a trial member and you guys want the $597 price point, just send a text message to the number at the bottom of the screen, 1-888-306-8783. Again, the phone number is right down there. You must text us if you're one of those three people, because we have to whitelist your email address in order for that coupon code to work for you. So just text us 1-888-306-8783. Text us and we can get you guys hooked up. get you taken care of. Okay. Again, that's if you are a previous trial, or previous member. You text that number. Question: how much do you pay after the first year? Mcash, great question. Mcash, the answer, $597. So when you join True Trading Group, whatever the price that you pay when you join, that's the price you are locking yourself in at. You're grandfathering yourself into that price. So next year, our membership could be $1,400. It doesn't matter. Okay. If our membership is $1,400, doesn't matter. You'll only pay the $597 to renew. Where are the groups held? Solomon Anthony, the groups are online. You talking about the study group sessions is what I assume what you're referring to. The study group sessions are online. They're virtual. So we have on our platform, we have our main chat room. We've got our futures chat room. We've got our study hall. We've got a meeting room. We have all these different rooms that are on the platform, depending on what it is. So there's a study hall, and that's where the study group sessions are held. It's virtual. It's online. Solomon, we have members in 115 different countries, brother. So we got members all over the world, all different time zones. So we do in-person meetups in Miami, but that's something totally different. So we have to welcome Amjad. Welcome to the TTG fam. Ricardo Hicks, what's up, brother? He says, what's up? I like the program. I'm glad you like it, Ricardo. I'm glad you like it, man. Amjad, welcome to the fam. 10 of these spots now remain. Everybody welcome Amjad. 10 spots now remain. Just go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop down to $597, and then you guys can check out and you're good to go. You got the W money back guarantee. Don't forget, I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. Zachary says they're legit for those who are new. I recently joined and I'm very impressed with your structure. Thank you very much. If I have to go to the groups in person, where are they held? You don't have to go to the groups in person. The groups are not held in person, Solomon. The groups are all online. All of our study groups are online. Our chat room's online. The study groups are on. Everything is online. Everything goes through our platform, truetradinggroup.com. All right. So again, folks, text us if you guys have any questions. 1-888-306-8783. 1-888-306-8783. Mitma, thank you. Hope you are doing well. Mitma, nice to see you as always. So welcome to the fam. Amjad, 10 of those spots left. All right, guys, let's head on over now to the markets and let's talk about what we expect from. Let's talk about what we expect from Mr. Powell tomorrow. What do we expect from Jerome? Do we expect a hawkish Jerome or a dovish Jerome? That's the question. I'll tell you what I think. I think Jerome Powell is going to perfectly skirt the line tomorrow. I think Jerome Powell is going to reiterate that the fight against inflation is not yet over. He's going to talk tough. But I do not think that he's going to act the slightest bit like the Fed does not have 100% complete control of the situation. I think it's far more likely that you get a mildly hawkish Jerome Powell tomorrow so that interest rates actually bump up a little bit. I think Jerome Powell wants interest rates to move higher, not the Fed funds rate. I'm talking interest rates like the 10-year treasury and everything else. I think he wants yields to move higher. And by taking a look at what's going on with the Japanese yen and the US dollar, with Japan actually finally getting off of the zero interest rates that they've had forever, that's a big change in the global currency market. And that could have, there's a lot of macro strategies out there that are leveraged on free money in Japan, where there's interest rates have been zero forever. Now that they're raising interest rates, that could change, and that could have ripples through a lot of different macro strategies in different parts of the world. So I'm very interested to see what happens there. If you take a look at what's been going on actually in the currency market, now we don't talk about currencies and we don't trade currency in True Trading Group. You rarely hear me talk about it, but this is something that I've noticed over the last several hours is the price movement that we are seeing. Is the price movement that we are seeing with regards to what the U.S. dollar is doing and has the dollar compared to the yen. So the U.S. dollar right now is certainly acting like you are going to get an increase in rates tomorrow. Not Jerome Powell, the Fed funds rate. That's not the same thing, but an increase in treasury yields. And I think Jerome Powell wants that because, yes, you got 2 higher than expected inflation reads over the last 2 months, right? Yes, you did. But it's not enough, I don't think, at least for Jerome Powell to kind of sound the alarm and for Jerome Powell to feel nervous that inflation is really starting to accelerate again. I think Jerome Powell probably looks at this as like, okay, this is not that big of a deal. It could just be a little bump in the road. No reason to worry yet. But if you get another read next month that's also hotter than expected, that shows acceleration, it's going to be time to hit the panic button if you're Jerome Powell. Because at the same time that inflation accelerates, then you're going to see also the economy weakening further as you get deeper into the year with interest rates still where they are. So the economy would slow while inflation potentially starts to accelerate. You've seen commodities explode. Commodities are ripping to the upside. Oil is moving higher again. Copper is moving higher. You have all these different agriculture commodities. They're all moving higher. Gold is moving higher. Everything is moving higher in the commodity sense. Well, what happens when oil prices move higher? That affects inflation, right? Everything becomes more expensive when oil becomes more expensive. Well, in case you haven't noticed, oil has been moving nicely over the last several weeks. So if that continues, that could be something that really could possibly worry Jerome Powell. I don't think you're going to get a worried Jerome Powell tomorrow. I don't think you're going to get a Jerome Powell that's going to say, this is not good. I mean, obviously he's not going to say these exact words. I'm paraphrasing. This is not good. We have to, we may have won a battle, but we've not won the war. There's still a lot of work to be done. It would be a massive mistake to just assume that we have inflation under control. Like if he comes out and really scolds the market, if he scolds the market into saying, why are you so fixated on us cutting rates 3 times? Why do you believe that we are going to cut rates when I'm telling you that inflation is not where we want it to be in order to cut? Does he scold the market? If he scolds the market, you're going to start to see the expectations of rate cuts this year drop to 2. And that, I think, would see the markets pull back if he scolds the market. But if he comes out and he's like, yeah, the numbers were higher than expected, but the other data that we're looking at, we still don't show this big acceleration. We still feel like inflation's headed in the right direction. We just got to stay on it, stay the course, and just make sure that we get it until the job's done, right? If that's the tone that he uses, I don't think the markets bat an eye at that. And I think the markets actually would probably go up and try to test those all-time highs, and maybe you pull back from the all-time high, right? So that's that, right? CBAM Stores LLC, just send us a text message, CBAM. We will get it all sorted for you. CBAM, send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. Again, CBAM Stores. Just send us a text message and we will sort it all out for you right away. All right. I see your question. 1-888-306-8783. All right. Okay. So that's what we are. That's what we're That's what we're looking for tomorrow. Okay. And I think you're going to get a Jerome Powell that's going to say something along those lines. Like, yeah, inflation didn't cooperate these last 2 months, but that just goes to show you just how sticky this inflation is. And it just reiterates why it is so important that we stay on inflation until the job is done. that there's just as much risk if we cut too early as there is if we cut too late, right? If these are the things that he says, that we have to stay on it until the job is done. But other data that we have seen, shows that inflation is trending to the downside. I know we got a bump up in the last 2 months, but it is trending to the downside, and we expect that trend to continue. If he says that, then the markets, I think, are going to move higher, and the markets will fully 100% price in 3 rate cuts this year. And those rate cuts come probably starting with a 100% likelihood of a June cut. So right now, as it stands, the market is pricing in your first 100% first cut in June, and then you skip every other month. So it'd be a 25 basis point rate cut every other month going into the end of the year, and that would give you 3 rate cuts on the year. So you would cut by 75 basis points, which is not a lot. That's what's being priced in right now. So let's look at the charts actually for a moment. And I drew the line already for you guys at your all-time high resistance. There it is, flat top there from 517.5 to 518. Okay, that's your resistance level. There it is. All right, see here. There's your actual top, which is 518.22. Okay, 518.22 is the actual print all-time high. And then you can see those 3 days afterwards topping out at 517, 517.5. Essentially the same level, right? There's your all-time high resistance. That's all you have. And you're just sitting right here. This is a nice candle that you got today. And I'm not going to sit here and try to predict the candle for you tomorrow, because I don't know what Jerome Powell is going to say. And that, I think, has a major impact on what happens. I think that if you asked me, hey, Mike, kind of gun to your head type of scenario, like pick one, I think you're going to get a candle that looks something like this. We have to welcome Jimmy. Jimmy, welcome to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Jimmy. Jimmy, welcome to the TTG team. There were only 9 of those spots remaining now. So everybody welcome Jimmy. Jimmy just joined the TTG fam, newest member of the group. So guys, again, go to ttgoffer.com and then use the code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops to $597 for the whole year. And then don't forget, you got the double your money back guarantee. So if you can't make the $597 back at least one time during the membership, we give you back $1,194. The double your money back guarantee is right there on the checkout page. It's real. Just go read it, folks. Any questions? Text us. Any problems signing up? Text us. Any concerns? Text us 1-888-306-8783. All right, 9 of those spots left, folks. Price is over 600 tomorrow. Take advantage of it now. So if you said to me, Mike, kind of, hey man, gun to your head, pick one here, I think we probably bump up, test that all-time high, and then fade it back down, and you get a candle maybe that looks something like this. That's if I had to, right? Not a high conviction with a catalyst like that tomorrow. I mean, you can get something that looks like this. You can get something that looks like this. I mean, it depends on what Jerome Powell says, right? But I think that if he doesn't seem concerned about inflation at all, he feels like, hey, we're still winning, we're still in control, you could see new all-time highs. If he kind of really scolds the market, then you're looking at a pretty big down day. If he really scolds the market, I think you're going to get a little mix of that, which will be, I didn't like what we saw. It just reiterates how important it is for us to stay on the job, right? And talks about inflation. We're not yet done. We haven't won yet. It's too early to think that, we're ready to cut. The data doesn't show it, but we feel good that inflation is trending in the right direction. So you can get, when Jerome Powell is speaking, you can get, maybe he starts off like, I didn't like inflation. The markets go down. And then he's like, but we expect it to continue on this downward path. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh, he actually feels like, okay, we're comfortable with this. Then the markets recover and start to rip back to the upside. You could get that type of price action tomorrow as well. The idea here is not for me to predict what he's going to say. It's for me to have plans for what I think happens with what he says. So I can just react. I don't have to try to think about it in the heat of the moment. I just go, okay, that's what he said. Well, here's my plan for that. Let's drop it in. Let's execute it, right? We have to, wow, how fitting. We got to welcome Ruben. Members, how fitting is that? We have to welcome Ruben. Ruben just joined True Trading Group, guys. 8 spots left. Welcome home, Ruben. Ruben actually used to be a member. So Ruben, welcome home, brother. Glad to have you back. And members of True Trading Group that know my keyboard story, that's why you would know Ruben. And that's why I said it's funny that we just had a Ruben just sign up to True Trading Group, because Ruben is a key character in my keyboard story. Leonard Graham, brother, the Fed meeting announcement is at 2:00 Eastern time. And then Jerome Powell begins his press conference at 2:30 Eastern time. All right. So that's when we should get some fireworks after 2:30. I think probably a little bit less volatile action at 2. And then after 2:30, I think is when things can start to really heat up. All right. So there you guys have it, folks. That's kind of my thought process. That's what I'm thinking here about tomorrow and the Fed meeting. I think that it all comes down to what Jerome Powell is going to say. If he really angrily scolds the market, if you guys remember his Jackson Hole speech in 2022, that was the most aggressive, meanest Jerome Powell I've ever seen in my life. And the markets got absolutely destroyed. Okay, so guys, we just got a text message from someone that I want to answer this question. We just got a text message, and members, I need your help with this one. We just got a text message from someone that says, I only have $1,600 in my account, so I can't day trade. Will that limit my success here? So if you are the person that just sent that text message, listen to me very carefully. First and foremost, it is not true that you can't day trade. What you are referring to is a margin account that is bound by the PDT rule, where if you do not have $25,000 or more in an account and it's a margin account, you're only allowed to make 3-day trades in a 5-day period. If you use a cash account, that is not true. If you use a cash account and you're not using a margin account, you are not bound to the PDT rule. If you have a small account, which is $1,000 or less, like you're saying, use a cash account and trade options. We will teach you how to do so. There's options that are alerted every day inside of True Trading Group. There are day trades. There are swing trades. Doesn't matter, whatever floats your boat. But to think you can't day trade with $1,600 is not true. We have a lot of members in TTG that started with less than $1,000 in their account. So the person that just sent that text message, think about it. If you have $1,600 in your account, if you join True Trading Group, that's going to cost you $597. So now you have $1,000 left in your trading account. Let me show you something. Members, what did you have in your account when you started with True Trading Group? Comment in chat, what was in your trading account when you started with True Trading Group? And whoever the person is, I don't have a name on whoever just sent that text message in. If you sent in that text message, read the comments that are about to come through from members. Okay? These are members of True Trading Group that are telling you what they started with. John Bean started with $150. Smooth Brain, $300. Kathleen Duke, how are you? I love you. I hope you are doing well. $100. $500, says Sweet Molasses. Sandy, $500. Maria, $300. Pablo, $600. Mike, $1,400 Canadian. So what is that, like $100? I'm only kidding, Mike. I'm only kidding. Totally kidding. $500 for Kim. $300 for trades for free. Humar, $300. Sandy started with $500, is now at $2,300. Ty started with $500 and pays all their bills every month. They started with $500 in their account. So I hope that this answers your question. Okay. I hope that this answers your question on, will it limit your success? The answer is no. The answer is no, it will not limit your success. You have a lot of members that started with much less than that. All right. And anybody else that has any questions, guys, don't hesitate. Text us 1-888-306-8783. All right, guys. So that kind of wraps it up. guys, right? Like that's kind of my thoughts there for tomorrow. There's not much else really to talk about. It really is just all about Jerome Powell tomorrow. There's really not much else for us to discuss. I expect all-time high resistance until the Fed meeting. And then depending on what Jerome Powell says will determine whether or not we break that all-time high or we get that pullback. We're paying attention to, is Jerome Powell going to scold the market? The other thing you want to look for is the dot plot. If the dot plot significantly changes, like 3 or 4 different members change the dot plot, like let's say 3 or 4 members go from expecting 3 rate cuts this year to now only expecting 2, that's also something that could move the markets to the downside. If the dot plot doesn't really change, or if like only one person changes from 3 to 2, then it's probably will not be important. All right. It'll probably just, the markets will be okay with that. The markets probably try to churn to the upside and they probably try to test that all-time high. I just don't know if we're going to get enough from Jerome Powell that's going to really see us break the all-time high and extend. I'd say the least likely scenario is like a candle that looks like this. I mean, I feel like Jerome Powell would have to be really dovish for that to happen. I'm not saying this can't happen, but I think Jerome Powell would have to be pretty dovish, which is like, I totally am disregarding the previous inflation prints. It doesn't bother me at all. We are winning. We're almost ready to cut. Like if that's what you get, then yeah, you can get a candle that looks like this. I just don't think that that's going to be the case. And if that happens, I'll just come on here tomorrow and be like, I was wrong. This is what happened. And this is what we can learn from it. And this is whatever it is. But I don't think that's what we're going to get. I think it's more likely that you probably push up, print new all-time highs, and then reverse it, right? Or if Jerome Powell comes out very hawkish early, you dip, and then he like walks back and says like, but inflation, we think we're still in a downtrend. We're not worried. And then the markets recover and go back up and try to flirt with highs. I think those are a lot more likely scenarios than like a dovish Powell. You break the all-time high and just rip. I don't think that's going to be the case, but this market has already surprised me with just how strong it's been. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right. But those are my thoughts. That's my analysis, my opinions. We'll talk about it tomorrow. My members will be live to go through this with you guys at 2:00 when the announcement comes out, and then 2:30 for the press conference. And we'll trade it with you guys live as we always do. Right. So folks, again, go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. Go to ttgoffer.com and then use that coupon code TTG121. You click apply code. The price drops down to just $5.97 for the entire year. You have the W money back guarantee. Don't forget. And if anybody has any questions, I will say this one more time. If you have any questions at all, text us 1-888-306-8783. Thank you, Maria. You're the best. No, Maria, you're the best. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love my TGD fam. Love all of you guys. I don't just love Maria. I mean, Maria, I do love you, but I'd also love the other 9,999 members that we do have. I take that back. There's like 1% of our members that I don't like, that are just complete assholes. But the other 99% of you are amazing people. I love you all. I'm only kidding. We're having some fun. It's getting late. It's 9:30. I'm going to bed. Not right now, maybe in like an hour. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. We're going to wake up early, going to get a good workout in, and then we'll be ready, refreshed, and ready to rock and roll. I actually had a very hectic morning this morning, so I was kind of, it took me a while today to kind of like get myself back situated. I had a very crazy morning, but not the case tomorrow, and then we will be ready to rock and roll for the Fed meeting. So join us, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys don't ever miss out on these streams. Guys, we are moving the membership price up at midnight tonight. Okay? So after tonight, you're not going to be able to get the $5.97 price point. Just want to be fully transparent. Want to make sure that everyone is aware. Okay? So ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Questions, text us 1-888-306-8783. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Pablo really wants me to tell the keyboard story another night. Pablo, I'll tell it another night, brother. I'll tell it another night, I promise. I'll tell it another night, I promise. All right. Take care, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.